Welcome to Spaceflight Daily for Tuesday the 30th of June 2026. Today's big event was US Spacewalk 95. NASA astronauts Jessica Meir and Chris Williams donned their spacesuits with help from fellow astronauts Jack Hathaway and Sophie Adeneau and headed out the Quest airlock of the International Space Station to replace a malfunctioning wrist joint on Canadarm 2, the robotic arm used for moving heavy equipment around the outside of the station, using a spare that was already aboard. Mission Control in Houston have verified that the new joint is receiving power. This was Meir's 5th spacewalk and Williams' 2nd, and the 280th ISS spacewalk overall. It lasted 7 hours and 20 minutes. Also today, NASA announced 4 new robotic lunar missions in support of their ambitious moon-base plans. They have selected 3 companies to develop the missions commercially. Astrobotic will make 2 deliveries to the surface, while Intuitive Machines and Firefly Aerospace will make 1 delivery each. All of the missions are aiming to launch in late 2028, and will deliver surveying and communications equipment to the moon. NASA have also announced they will be soliciting proposals for more landers in the future, and are considering plans to send a rover called Promise to perform prospecting for ice and other minerals, which belongs to the same class of vehicles as the Curiosity and Perseverance Mars rovers, and they need more infrastructure in general, including communication satellites, surface power generation, and in-situ resource utilization, i.e. extracting and using materials that are already on the moon. Back in 2024, Boeing Starliner, which was meant to join SpaceX Crew Dragon in carrying astronauts to the International Space Station, carried 2 astronauts to the ISS but was brought back to Earth without its crew after several issues arose with the spacecraft. NASA's Office of Inspector General have today released a report into NASA's handling of the Commercial Crew Program, and criticized the way NASA has managed the certification of Starliner. With the retirement of the ISS inching ever closer, it's becoming unclear if NASA's investment into Starliner is ever going to pay off, and if the spacecraft is ever going to fly with crew again. Blue Origin have provided an update on the rebuild for their new Glenn pad, following the violent explosion last month. Instead of rebuilding the same pad, Blue Origin are moving to a new system that will involve integrating the first and second stages horizontally, then using a crane to lift the rocket vertical, then integrating the payload vertically. Something similar to this was apparently already in the works, with the accident accelerating those plans. The new configuration should help increase launch cadence for New Glenn. All 3 of today's planned launches have been postponed. The South Korean military appears to have scrubbed the debut launch of the full version of their new unnamed small-lift launch vehicle. A version of this rocket without its second stage has already been flown to orbit, but the full version will have a greater payload capacity. NASA's Swift Boost mission has also been postponed due to bad weather, and is now aiming to launch on Thursday. And Rocket Lab's latest Electron mission, named The Grain Goddess Provides, was aborted at the literal last second after engine startup had already begun, for reasons unknown at time of recording. That's all for today. Subscribe for daily spaceflight updates. See you tomorrow.